We are in Koboko, following some of our students who have been on House of Zakat and Waqf Uganda program, who has been already admitted in other universities and has been one of the students. So now we have come to follow up from this his ancestral home, and here we are. He's going to tell us his story. He's going to tell us how he was before he came to House of Zakat, how he is now, and what the prospects. Zubair, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Once again, my name is Ijotre Zubair from Koboko district. First of all, I give thanks to Almighty Allah, and the second one I give it to House of Zakat, because I've been studying here in Koboko district from P1 up to senior 4. Now, when I studied here, my primary is called Nyai Primary School, just nearby here. Now, my father is a peasant farmer, just who deals in subsistence farming. Now, my mother is just a housewife who helps just around. They don't have any source of income around. Now, they just from the little they raised, from what they get now, they managed to put me for some little stage. Then after that, now I had issues with fees. I could not proceed. Now they told me some organization, okay, good one in our region can also support me to go further with my education. I said, now when I consulted the House of Zakat, they immediately acknowledged my application. Now I was admitted to study further. Now I had to move from here. Now change my story to down country. That's where it was the first time I went to down in Central. It was just because of House of Zakat. Now which they took me to school. That's my first time to go that side. But for it, before that I was just here. I was born here. I grew up here, and I'm just here now. I really thank House of Zakat so much for the contribution. I really acknowledge it so much. This is where we are standing is my home. Yeah. This is where my father and my mom stay. Now this is where we used to stay with my siblings like that. Now in case another person comes around, he sleeps in those other houses. Now this is where our kitchen is, just the way you look at it, that's how our kitchen is. Now here, students mainly students here, the schools here have subsidized price now depending on the standard of living of the people around here. It is really very hard here. Now the only source of income with people around here is only agriculture, where they can dig down, then that small one they harvest, some little is sell, now to cater for things like school fees, other things, other basic needs like that. But now we are really many here. There are many students here. Even not me alone talking here. Right now in my area here, we have 3 students who are on the Zakat program. I really thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Now, concerning our difficulties we face here, one is the basic of living here. It is really very terrible. From in the morning you have to go to garden, you come back home, you are tired. Now you have to also attend to school. It is not usually very fine like that. Now here we could not manage to go like in those schools like boarding, it is not like that. You have to go to school, you come back, you work, so that you can get something small to pay your fees. Now if you don't work, you cannot get anything, you cannot proceed further. That's why most of our people here, now others have remained teenage mothers, others have just been there now because the struggling is really so much. Now it is only some few who have got the heart to manage and push it forward. In our family, generally we are 7. Me, my mother, now I have my elder sister. Because of now physical difficulties, what she got married. Now I have my siblings, they are just there. The other one is in primary 6, the other one is in primary 2, the other one is still in primary 1 like that. Here when I went to Kasao, I said this opportunity Zakat has given me, I have to utilize it by passing very well. Indeed, God also helped me, I passed very well. Now, after passing, now they said when they saw my results around, now House of Zakat said, this one here you have done very well, okay, we can push you further. we can go still, we can help you like that. Now I said, okay, it's also okay. Now after I was able to secure a scholarship to study business, bachelor's of business administration in Malaysia.
Oh.
In Malaysia.
In Malaysia.
It was through House of Zakat, which helped me really so much in doing that. It was not out of the energy I put through in doing that, to only through House of Zakat, which helped me to be admitted. I'm really very, very happy that it is really so much to be out, to be
one of
the beneficiaries of Zakat in this. Now, what I can say is Zakat is really very essential thing. Now, as you have seen here, we people who didn't manage to go to school have now managed, who didn't manage to pay school fees, now through Zakat, we have now managed to go also further. And we also thank God. I'm urging people who are eligible to pay Zakat. It is not that you are paying it to reduce anything in your business or what. No, it is not like that. It is one of the benefits. Even you have seen it here with me. It is also written in our region there in Quran. It is a purification. Now you have to purify yourself. Now it is also a way of increasing your returns. It is absolutely very helpful to yourself, to the people around your community. Because in this world here, we are not going to stay long. What you have, you also have to help other people around you. When you get, you also pull somebody around you to become a stage you are in. Now, Zakat is really very essential. One, when you go according to religion, it purifies yourself. It increases your earnings like that, business, it increases them. Now, another big impact of Zakat, which you can see around, is one example is me. Because I'd been studying on Zakat fees. They had been paying my school fees. Zakat helped me really so much in paying my school fees. Now, also people around here, now there are also some mosques which are raised from Zakat to support, to make those vulnerable people also to feel in comfortable areas like that. Zakat is really very important to the extent that we the poor people here, we have a hope of going further because of Zakat. It gives hope, really. First of all, after giving thanks to God, my first thank not to my parents, it is just to House of Zakat. Because it was not the idea of my parents who could help me to go further. It was not the idea of my parents, it was just the idea of House of Zakat, not any other organization around. Really, it has not been easy for me. Not for me only, it was also not easy for my parents also alone, because they could not even afford to pay my school fees. Now, through House of Zakat, it was when I got the opportunity to also push my dreams further. And where I'm going, it really inspires me so much, gives me hope so much, that in future, if God helps us to be in a good standards of living, we have to also pull others. Also, I extend my gratitude to Sheikh Yahya Karunji, the one in front of me. I really thank you so much. Dr. Matovu, Sheikh Chebati, they really helped me so much. Sheikh Hamza, my father called Sadaqa Lemiga. My mother called Amina Chandiro. Now, right now, also I have to give thanks to Kasao Islamic School, our director Alhaji Sheikh Kajaya Kasim, and those other people in Kasao Islamic School. It is really very pleasure to be a beneficiary of such a program. Through the House of Zakat, we have managed to reach this far, and hopefully we shall be pushed more in the future.
Inshallah.
Thank you so much.
So we urge the people of West Nile, this is just a beginning. We can do more with Zakat if people of West Nile, people of Arua, people of Koboko, people of Yumbe, people of Moyo, and Nebi, and the neighboring Pakwash, please, if you pay Zakat, things like this can be done. That is why we are having a program, Drop a Coin and Educate a Child. This is one of the impact or the beneficiaries. of this program, and we are very grateful as House of Zakat of Uganda for being part of this. And our coming to Koboko is just to follow our students who are under this program and to see them the triumph. This man is being admitted at Al-Bukhari International University, where he is going to take his studies in business studies, inshallah, when the lockdown is out.
House of Zakah and Waqf Uganda. Pay your Zakah, get purified.